Echo, so it feels like he's going to play a lot more of a flanking role on this Echo. And yeah, Vici's comp going to be a lot more about these skirmishes and about these team fights. For DMO, it's kind of the same thing. I'd say we are indexing more into the realm of pick with the double global and bot lane, as well as the scout of the week coming from mid and, you know, a strong early game top laner. But definitely the name of the game for DMO is strong early game skirmishes, playing around our strong lanes and playing around the one item mark, to where for Vici, you can fight in those time periods, but it's going to be tough, right? The fact that you're playing around things like Taric Ultimate is very... Like, you need good coordination there with your team. Sure. The thing that stands out for them is that they do have a scaling advantage coming in with that Echo and the Ornn, and that they will have a side lane advantage later on.
At the very least, you know, I'll add my 2 cents. You pile into a choke here if you're DMO, and you're probably going to get neutralized yourself.
Yeah,
it's going to be very dangerous to walk through gaps in vision, but we'll see, sir. We're about to get our Gyos for Vici and DMO.
We have DMO Gyos?
Yeah.
That surprises me.
We just came from shooting an OMG, and we get a DMO Gyo.
I'm so hyped for that.
DMO has fans.
Yeah, that's... Whoa.
To be fair,
and that's not even meant to insult DMO, but
no,
just,
no,
you know,
no.
like, fans are usually very, not even just Chinese, like, fans in general are very fickle. When their teams are losing, that's kind of when you hide in your shell and you don't show your faces. But
you know where they picked up the fans? When Silent Dragon made playoffs in their first split. Much like, who was it? Easter picked up fans last split on their first split ever when they made playoffs, in a very similar situation to DMO. Another team that should be out.
Twilight makes a lot of, like, cute, wholesome, like, gestures and, like, a lot of the poses, so I could see how that guy has fans.
Also, DMO has a dog. So that does get fans.
Oh, they do.
Have you seen it? It's a little corgi.
It is. And, oh, God, little corgis are the best.
Ah, very cute.
Shout out to EDG Corgi.
Okay. All right.
But, yeah, so for the side of DMO, this is the team we expect to be the aggressors. And the thing is, you can also have a... Why are you looking at me like this?
It's actually DMO's special day today. Huh. Their sing day, I've heard.
So what's that actually mean? Explain that to us.
Hang on, no. I was told in my ear from my producer who helped me out. I believe in summer, from memory, from last year, each team has their own day, right?
Yeah.
And usually when we're in the stadium, like, we get cool dancers.
Oh, so, okay, so that's...
Yeah,
okay.
it's like their day.
Yeah.
Right?
So the thing is, we're still having those despite not having a crowd, I guess.
Yes.
So there isn't necessarily anything special about it other than their Gyos.
I don't think anyone was dancing.
Yeah.
But we do get a DMO Gyo.
Ah, I understand. We had those back in the LMS too, the like special like fan days at the arenas, but we never arenas, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Point is, it's DMO's day. We're cheering on DMO.
Yeah.
The cast is getting a bit biased here today, you know, just because we found that out. But, you know, talking about for DMO, the thing I like is, you know, you have some pretty cool options in this game for ganks. I would have liked to see if they could have tried to set up something level 2 in mid, because Echo is a champion that, you know, if Xiaopeng could have showed up, put that pillar behind Zika, if Zika has to burn flash, you lose a lot of your inherent threat, and also you have to start playing so safe, and in a melee against range matchup, having to play under your turret is not a fun experience at all.
No, it is not.
That's how we used to actually see the matchup really get hard countered back in, I think it was Season 7 when it was metas. You'd see a lot of early level 2 and level 3 ganks mid to where Echo can't find that good, like, Dark Seal back, and then have the
the one-on-one, although it doesn't feel like it will be for very long, we talked about how Echo pulls the windows in for Syndra and how this matchup actually goes based on levels, if you want to reiterate.
Yeah, an interesting aspect, too, is, you know, being able to dodge out on that Scout of the Week and still connect it all in the Syndra. But, you know, let's look at Xiaopeng.
I might ask you in a second. The wave building up here.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get dove. I mean, Zika's backing. Zika has TP.
But Ornn with a good searing charge can be hard to dive. Under turret, waiting for the first hit to come through. Double TP to find its mark. Shalita gonna get hit. Slice and dices away, but it's match. First blood goes to Zika Cube. Takes so long to die. Twyla's low as well. And DMO, it's just not your day, despite the Gyos. 2-0 Echo. Zika going for his third.
I mean, and it's unfortunate. I actually thought he was potentially going to be able to get it. Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Ike's is walking in. Twyla's here, spotted out. Has his own flash, but he's just dead.
Well, DMO fans, the Giles were awesome, but I feel like this one's already
kaput.
Yeah, this one's already pretty donezo. But
holy moly,
we see here
horns.
they try, but the unfortunate thing was that Zika moved off to a good position. We already pointed out that he was going to come in for this TP, so great job by Cube to survive long enough for it to, to buy that time. I feel like here if Zika went for Twyla, is obviously really good on Echo as a scaling assassin, which is pretty good. And then when you add in that he can dodge the Scout of the Week, when you add in that you have your ult which counters her ult, there's just so many ways that Echo does well into the Syndra, especially once you get the Proto Belt and you can pretty much get on top of her anytime you want.
And we know Syndra, as soon as caught by the parallel convergence, feels pretty damn good as an Echo.
I would say, though, we've seen a lot of bad Echoes in LPL. A lot of players who just don't know this matchup.
Icon, for some reason, even though in the past he's been an okay Echo, has shown us this matchup many times.
I love Mole, but Mole did not know how to play this matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Mole got pretty destroyed.
I don't think we've seen the greatest of Echoes. I think Knight, because that's his OTP, has shown us the best one so far.
Yep. Knight is the OG Echo player. If those of you who don't know, he did get rank 1 in Korea, and Echo was one of his most played champions, was an Echo main.
I was going to ask you if Vici are going to contest this dragon, but even with the lead already there, you did talk about the strong early lanes from DMO, and it's already being influenced. As eaten up is Xiaopeng. Saves iBoy and Meisha from getting another kill.
Right, and it goes back to what you just pointed out. Feel fine because guess what? Your Echo is 2 kills. You know you're going to win in the war of scaling. You know once we get to a mark where, hey, maybe we get first item on iBoy as well, we can really start taking these fights. Because that's what Zika especially wants, right? Zika wants to get that Proto Belt. We want the Blade of the Rune King coming out for iBoy. And then Vici are going to be extremely strong as well. It's kind of interesting because we have 2 comps that are both able to fight at not level 1, I'm sorry, at their first item.
Okay.
But, Vici definitely have options beyond that.
Okay. Talked about the skirmishing and fighting enabled. Ike's going to his own red, but Xiaopeng's already taken that away. The Bear has a level lead, sees his red gone, and we know when bears get angry, they do something about it. Zeke with parallel convergence, it's going to be going towards... No, back to mid. Oh, the howdly doodly. On to Twyla, who's just getting whacked around. Phase dive is the weight. Scatter the weak, great. And Zika doesn't have ult available. So
yeah, and he's level 7.
Has he not leveled it?
He's not leveled it.
Ah, new tactic, of course. Why has he not leveled it?
Huh. I mean, it must be a conscious choice. I wonder if
think?
he doesn't feel threat. I mean, he's level, so he didn't mistakenly not level it up twice, right? Once is one thing. Twice?
Could just be a double
if
misclick.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, true. Like I said, new meta. Yeah, you're right. Who needs it? Who needs a chrono break?
I'm not trying to justify him not taking it. I'm trying to like rationalize it even to myself.
I know, and I'm just being an absolute troll.
Yeah, yeah,
I just
kind of are.
I play a lot of Echo, and you know what? The ult feels pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, even there in that fight, I think he could have set up to get the ult damage onto Twyla, but
maybe.
You know, let's move forward.
I'm curious.
I can see you're doing
Extra level of phase dive, maybe. We'll see, because
he
the
put it on Q.
Observer hasn't picked it out yet. Zika going into the back line, ready for the 2-man stun. Gets Scatter the Weak once again. Unleash power. Maybe DMO don't know this. Chat across arrows coming through, and Xiaopeng just going to get autoed to death. Need to get the dragon, the Herald, and it will be done. Thy Will of Chalitza now in the middle versus 4 as he Scatter the Weaks out, flashes out. DMO lose a little bit more, and Zika doesn't die.
Again, I saw before, he put those points into his Q.
I mean, he'd have a max Q at this point then if you don't have ult. You can time one to max at level 8 at the very least. I'm curious. We'll still wait for the observer. Of course, we're on the English side here. We can't just ask the Chinese side to look at him.
Yeah,
And we don't see the trail behind him. It could be a visual bug. Unless I'm open to being wrong. I'm happy if it's some new meta thing. Then I'm cool. You know, I like learning.
I'm just saying, I'm constantly looking at solo queue.
And I kind of like that you've given me context as to maybe why. It still doesn't have it. We'll see. If it's a visual bug, that'd make a lot of sense. Well spotted, sir. Anyway, new Echo meta. Your ultimate not valuable.
Well, but whatever. Let's move forward.
We should move forward.
Yeah,
because you know I'll come back.
I mean, we know we're going to come back to it. But Vici still have Herald, so great job. We see them putting that down because Dragon is coming up. So going to be able to secure this one and even get some plate gold down as well. So
on the Fed
that's
Echo.
going to be nice for Zika. And yeah, now they're going to secure 2 objectives at once. And the thing is for Vici, not for Vici, I'm sorry, for DMO, we're going to start needing to see some kind of play like in Abyssal.
Absolutely. Already stated out the scaling, right? Where he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
He actually just doesn't have it. It's not a visual bug. He's level 10, doesn't have it. So we're going to go through the invade here for Ix. We'll continue forward here. Keep you updated on that front. While Ix is just invading again and channel across the arrow and lay it down. Shubin misses though. Now gets the help of Zika. Xiaopeng, here comes the parallel convergence. Phase dive used. The shielding going to be massive here as he protobelts out Zika. Scatter the weak with Unleashed Power. Still doesn't die though. The Fate score with 2-man knockup. Now in with the ulti from Tarek and invulnerable health bars. Eyeboy onto Shubin. The Ren City appears. It's a double and DMO. They're in bad waters before this, but it's already so down the drain as everything working out well and Zika's ulti is on a cooldown.
Most mistakes, and it has been extremely dominant. Vici won the fight. Vici are 4K gold up right now, almost 4K gold up right now. They have pressure in every lane. I guess they technically don't have pressure topside, but you have Sunfire and Bramblevest into Renekton like Cube, not Cube. Chalitza has no threat onto Cube.
Zika getting tackled here by Xiaopeng. At the very least, you know. We were looking at ways for DMO to come back into this game, but with the Dragon taken before by Vici Gaming, the lead they have, the 1.5 items on this Echo, it seems near impossible. But at the very least, I have to say that Lyric, I got my hopes up like this before. I thought, oh, Vici very clean against the likes of EDG, OMG in game 1. But then we get through the series, and Vici able to replicate this has been the biggest question. So a good start once again. We have to see them close it out, of course, in this game, and where they go from here.
Yeah, and great to see Zika on this Echo, and especially once he picks up that Lichbane, the 2-item spike is really the one that's massive for Echo in side lanes and in 1v1s. And then that 3-item mark is when you really get a lot more freedom in skirmishes and team fights. being able to go in, use your full combo. If you're in danger, Zhonya's, come out of Zhonya's, use your full combo once again. Ult, once again, potentially get a full combo out. So those are the next two big marks for Echo that we're looking for.
He gets solid turret gold, so you should be seeing that Lich Bane very soon.
Yeah, and now it's going to be quite rough because now Zeke is going to be able to push in Twyla to his inner turret, and with Ike's hovering, he could potentially just dip into Fog of War on either side, and then their side is going to have to back off.
Here we go. Twyla in a bit of a pickle. No flash available, knocked on up. The shield works as well. Zika destroys. Chrono Breaks back on out here at the level of Marcus Q. Doesn't matter where I head, you can do that.
Yeah, I wish Cube was laughing at that, but Vici are very serious right now, and we've talked about this many.
People go, oh, this guy.
Oh, this guy.
This guy.
One CBLOL.
One CBLOL and is an LPL caster. You can't do it all. This is like
how many people in LPL have won CBLOL and finished top 3 in LMS? How many?
CN Jat. That's who you are. Budget LS. You got so many titles
Budget
already.
LS and China Chat?
Yeah.
I can't wait for next one. I can't wait for my LEC reference. So now I have an LCK and an NA.
Who would you like to be?
It's not my choice. You keep giving them to me.
I don't feel like I do it today, though. We're going to work at it.
It needs to be very organic.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, though, because when you called me Budget LS, I thought, hey, that's kind of true for the fact that I